Guys, the reason Pakistan is doing this right now is because all eyes are on Gaza. No one will give a fuck. Exactly. No one gives a shit. Everyone, all eyes are on Israel and Gaza right now. That's the reason Pakistan decided to do this. Even the U.S. was like, Pakistan, what are you doing? No, keep those refugees, you fucking
First off,
if you're wondering, if you guys are new here, if you guys have never watched my show before, I talk about South Asian news. I'm the Indian Hasanabi. I'm the Tamil Hasanabi. I'm talking about South Asian news. When can I watch the next stream? Next week. Next week. I stream on weekends only. Again, I stream on weekends. I would love to stream every day. Streaming doesn't pay the bills.
1.7 million Afghans have been told to leave Pakistan by November the 1st. Pakistan's Interior Minister Sarfraz Bugti said illegal Afghans would be expelled and their businesses seized if they stayed beyond the deadline. The Afghan embassy in Islamabad has accused Pakistan of harassing Afghan immigrants. We're live now to Omaha and Hanif Sufizadeh, who's a policy analyst at the Center for Afghanistan Studies at the University of Nebraska. Hello to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Perhaps, I mean, it sounds extraordinary, bearing in mind the numbers involved and the length of time that they've been told they have to leave the country. So perhaps you could just give us the background, the lead up to this.
I think this is a very hasty and uncalculated decision. Because there are a lot of variables involved in this. It's not easy that the Afghans who are living undocumented will leave the country within a month or less than a month. I think there should have been a grand discussion with UNHCR, the Afghan government itself, and the Pakistani authorities. So they should work it out how they can return the Afghans under condition of safety and dignity. That is the most important thing. For all Afghans and other people who are living in Pakistan. I think it will have repercussion for Afghanistan, and it will have repercussion for Pakistan in terms of economic situation. The Afghans diaspora who are living in Pakistan, they bring a lot of money in terms of businesses, in terms of remittances, and as well as there are tribal relations between across the borders. Like they are my own family members who are Pashtuns who married in Pakistanis, and there are Afghans who married in Pakistan. I think such a restriction will bar these relations and just will sever people-to-people relations. That is what two governments have been working on. I think that is what.
How the fuck do they expect that to happen? That's fucking wild. They have already built detention centers. They're transporting those people in containers on trucks, worse than animals. Yep, same shit, different country, fucking flashback to CIA, NRC. Yep.
Will be one of also, it will also bring some humanitarian crisis across the border.
Well, it sounds
now,
like
we're going to talk about the long-lasting repercussions of this, because this is way more disastrous than you think it is. This is way more disastrous. So how did this all come to fruition? Has this been simmering for a while, or has the government pulled out as a distraction? The tensions between Pakistanis and Afghans had been there for a while, but this, if I'm not mistaken, and animated Sarah can correct me if I'm wrong, this move by the government is very sudden. But there were always like tensions between, yeah. Also, one more thing, the Afghan refugees who came in Pakistan were never given the opportunity to become Pakistani citizens, even if they were born in Pakistan. Yes, they were never given the opportunity to become Pakistani citizens. So you do not, it is entirely reliant. Yeah, this move caught most of us by shock. Yes, so the government, this is what I thought. The move by the government is incredibly sudden. It's incredibly sudden. The move by the government to deport them was completely sudden, because the reason it's very sudden is because in much the same way that undocumented immigrants in America contribute massively to the economy, so do Afghans. Afghans contribute massively to the economies of both Iran and Pakistan. Yes, if I remember correctly, they announced in mid-August and told them to get out by 1st November. Yes. So the deadline is already over. So the deadline is over. We're in November 1st. Today is November 4th. The deadline is over. What we're about to see are pogroms. This has the potential to be a guys. This has the potential to become one. Man, some of these people were born in Pakistan. Also, they are refugees. The families are some of those that fled the Taliban. What do you think is going to happen once they go back into Afghanistan? If they make it back into Afghanistan, what do you think is going to happen? They fled the Taliban. What do you think is going to happen to them? What do you think is going to happen to them?
Extraordinary number of people.
They are still being deported. If you are an Afghan and have children in Pakistan, they will not become Pakistani citizens. Exactly. And most of them live in Khyber. It's their fucking land. Exactly. Yeah, most of them live in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. They live in KPK. Don't forget they are refugees in part because of Pakistan's operations in the country. Yes, that is the other thing. Yes. So the reason, hold on. So the reason that these Afghans are refugees in Pakistan is because the Mujahideen, which was trained by both the United States and Pakistan's ISI, it was actually, the Mujahideen was an ISI creation, actually. Like, America's hugely responsible, but like, let's not forget Pakistan's role. They are literally ground zero. The ISI trained the Mujahideen, went into Pakistan against the Soviets, and then ultimately the Mujahideen turned into the Taliban. The Taliban is literally a Pakistani creation. I saw a human rights lawyer on Twitter say that the US paid and kept paying Pakistan to have the Afghan refugees. So this is going straight against the US's wishes. This is like the reason that those people from Afghanistan fled Afghanistan was because of the Taliban, which was an ISI creation. The ISI, for those of you who don't know, Indians know exactly what the ISI is. I don't have to explain to them. ISI is the Pakistani CIA. Indians and Bangladeshis have an intimate understanding of what the ISI is. We and Afghans too. Afghans have an intimate understanding of the havoc that the ISI has wreaked on South Asia. The ISI and RAW are some of the worst organizations in the region. / military police too, yes. I'm pretty sure it's mainly intelligence, but yes, they're also well trained, yes. The reason that there are Afghans in Pakistan in the first place is because of the Taliban, which is directly an ISI creation. The ISI literally created the Taliban, literally created the group that would later become the Taliban. This entire catastrophe, for the record, as Nerd said, is entirely Pakistan's fault. We haven't even talked about the Pakistani Taliban yet, because the Pakistani Taliban is an offshoot of the Afghan Taliban that is wreaking havoc in Pakistan. Pakistan literally created its own fucking problems. Yeah, it's the Afghans that are suffering the worst in Pakistan's blowback. Yes, this is true. No, but like what Umar is also saying is that, by the way, yes, the Pakistani Taliban, which is not the same thing as the Afghan Taliban, the Pakistani Taliban are so fucking insane that the Afghan Taliban hates them. The current administration of Afghanistan, the Taliban, an insane right-wing Islamic fundamentalist government, an insane fascist government, thinks that the TTP is insane.
1.7 million Afghans, in terms of trying to leave Pakistan, by November the 1st?
It's pure madness. It's pure madness what Pakistan is doing. And the reason, guys, the reason Pakistan is doing this right now is because all eyes are on Gaza. No one will give a fuck. Exactly. No one gives a shit. All eyes are on Israel and Gaza right now. That's the reason Pakistan decided to do this. Even the fucking US was like, Pakistan, what are you doing? No, keep those refugees, you fucking dinguses. Even the US was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, dumbasses? That's not what we pay you to do. We pay you to fucking keep these refugees. Even the US said, don't do this. Even the fucking US said, don't do this. And Pakistan's like, we'll fucking do it. Screw it. But again, does this not have the capacity to create a bigger humanitarian crisis for Pakistan if the Taliban doesn't respond well? Do you think Sarfaraz Bugti gives a shit? Seriously, do you think he cares? Why do you think he did this in the first place? This is all strategically planned. The bombing of Gaza that is happening right now gave the current Pakistan administration, the current joint PPP and PML administration, the cover that it needed to do this. Dude isn't even elected. He's appointed by the army. Yeah, the army runs Pakistan, just for the record. They will ruin their own country. They've already ruined their own country, guys. Guys, Pakistan has been in ruin since Ziaul Haq. Like, that's why, like, Indians that are obsessed with Pakistan will always never fail to make me laugh. because you are literally kicking down a country that is literally on its last few legs. As in, what if the Taliban doesn't take back the refugees? The Taliban will kill them. The Taliban is going to kill them. What do you mean? What do you mean? What is going to happen to those refugees? They're going to die. The Taliban will kill them. What do you mean? What do you mean what's going to happen to those refugees? Do you not know what happens in this part of the world? Do you not know how brutal we are as South Asians? The one thing that unites South Asians together is how brutal we are to our own populations. We are fascistic monsters. Every country in this region is. What do you mean, dude? They're going to die. Taliban will kill them. That's why I'm saying this has the potential to become a massive because, yeah, 1.7 million people, a good fraction of that might die. Yeah, a bunch of them are going to die as a result of this. That is a given. We don't know what percentage of these people are going to die, but we know they will. They're dead. We know for a fact that they're going to die. The Taliban doesn't want these people. Oh, people have already died. No, I have not seen that. No, I did not see that clip at all. But what is the point of deporting them? What are they trying to achieve? The justification that the Pakistani government has given is twofold. One, that these Afghan refugees are terrorists, which is laughable. They fled the Taliban. That's fucking crazy. And then the second thing is they are the other reason that the Pakistani government right now is giving for this, and that Amar Ali Jan says that what did Amar Ali Jan say? Amar Ali Jan, sorry, not Amar. Amar. What did Amar Ali Jan say? The argument that Afghan refugees are a burden on the economy. That's the other reason. That's the other reason that the Pakistan government and a lot of people are giving for being xenophobic fucking assholes. No TOS, right? Attic, an Afghanistan-bound container. They stuck people in shipping containers. This is what they stuck them in. Oh my fucking God. At least 2 persons were killed and 14 others... At least 2 persons were killed and 14 others sustained severe injuries in the mishap. According to rescue sources, the container was carrying several Afghan families destined to Afghanistan. The container went out of control out of the driver and overturned, colliding with a bridge, sources shared. The injured have been shifted to hospital for medical attention. Pakistan has fixed November 1st deadline for the foreign nationals illegally staying in the country to leave. Insanity! It gets worse. People are cheering for this move. Yes. Yeah, no, a lot of people are saying, yeah, no, we need to deport them. No, there are people on Twitter right now saying, no, we need to deport them. There's a huge difference. Our people living in the West have always respected that country, even more than Pakistan. You would never see Pakistanis studying in USA and talking shit about the USA on extreme level. I beg to differ. I used to study with Afghanis in university. They even hated our 14th August celebration. He's literally cheering on the deportation of Afghans. And look at his profile. Look at his profile. Look at his profile. Look at it. Look at it. What the fuck? How are you going to have Muslim lives matter in your fucking profile while cheering on deporting Afghans? They were also calling for the freedom of Palestinians. How? This is what Pakistani Sangis are like. We haven't even gotten to the effect that this will have on Balochis and Pashtuns living in Afghanistan. Sorry, living in Pakistan.
In 27 days exactly, they will have to leave. And I don't know how possible it will be because we have...
Not to derail too much, but remember that Indian fascists want to deport Indian Muslims to this country. This is exactly what will happen to them if the BJP has their way. Exactly. The BJP, by the way, India wants to do the same thing. By the way, this is not exclusive to Pakistan. India wants to do the same thing. These people are like, they don't respect us enough for destroying their country and treating them like third-class citizens, so it's okay, ooh-woo.
Heard anything from UNHCR as of now. Only the Taliban government give a statement. But this should have been working through diplomatic means. You know, these guys who have come to Pakistan, they have come after the Taliban taking over of Kabul, and they have serious like security threats in Afghanistan, most of them. But of course, we understand the Pakistan situation. If there is any security threats, those security threats should be...
By the way, this is the reason that Afghans actually like India more than they like Pakistan. Because Pakistan has literally fucked over their country. Like, Afghans are understandably very pissed off at Pakistan. Like, India also had, like, expansionist interest in Afghanistan to a certain extent. That's true. But, like, India never fucked over Afghanistan like Pakistan did. Are you crazy? Like for Westerners, this is going to be a shock. Like, wait, what? Wait, Afghans and Pakistanis are Muslims. What the fuck? Wait, what do you mean? Don't they like each other? They're Muslims, right? No. Afghans hate Pakistan. Lots of Afghans that I've talked to fucking hate Pakistan. And for good reason. They're like, no, fuck Pakistan. They fucked over our country. Most people are going to be shocked to hear that. Afghans do not like Pakistan whatsoever. There are Pashtuns in this chat or in my Discord, or I don't remember, that have said, like, I don't identify with Pakistan. Because guess what? Pakistan also sucks. Guess what? The country of Pakistan also sucks. like Afghans understandably don't like the United States for what they did to Afghanistan. But they hate Pakistan. Don't ask an Afghan what they think of Pakistan. You'll get a swear word written essay on the kind of shit Pakistan did to their country. Phydro, am I right? Am I fucking right on this? Phydro, my token Afghan in the chat. Afghans are not the biggest fans of Pakistan for what Pakistan did to Afghanistan. Lamau, you're not wrong. See? See? Exactly my point. Exactly. I'm not wrong. Exactly. Pakistan created this refugee crisis in the first place, and Afghans are paying for it. The Afghans are being punished for the problems that Pakistan created again and again and again and again. There's a similarity between Israel and Pakistan that people love to quote. I don't know what the veracity of that. I don't know what the veracity of that is. But it's with regards to the founding of Israel and Pakistan. Imran wanted to rectify this by making the Punjabi Pashtun voting bloc, but he got cucked by the army. Yes, Pakistani authorities also saying that they cannot leave the country with more than 50K Pakistani rupees, which is about 130 to 150 bucks. Also, think about the inflation in Pakistan right now, that 50,000 rupees means 130 bucks. Think about the IMF fucking inflation right now. Bro, they can't root it anymore. Our inflation is sky high. Crimes are so rampant that I can't go out of the house without being scared of being robbed or murdered. And I'm not exaggerating. Everything is in shambles here. Oh, by the way, please don't take this as a sign that India cares about Afghans that much. Oh, yeah. The Afghans are fucking Muslims. India doesn't like that at all. India hates that. India doesn't like that at all. They don't give a shit about Afghans. India is fucking awful towards its Afghan population. But India did not directly fuck over Afghanistan in the same way that its neighbor did, in the same way that Pakistan did.
Resolved through dialogue with Pakistan, with the Taliban government, rather than pressuring the Afghans who have been who have almost lost their home and they're homeless. Where should they go? They have come to Pakistan to...
Yes, actually, this is a great point. Muslims are to Indian Hindus what Arabs are to Israeli Zionists. Yes.
To seek protection and safety. And if that safety is not given to them, I don't know where should they go. There are many people who are still waiting for their SIV application, who work on behalf of the youth government in Pakistan, who are living waiting for their immigration status through UNHCR. Yeah. I think these are the people who will be badly affected.
Okay, Hanif Sufisada, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you for giving us your insight. Thank you, Hanif Sufisada from the Center for Afghanistan Studies.
Jesus Christ. It gets way worse. Afghan children appearing in court are being treated as criminals and unjustly convicted. This raises serious concerns about their legal rights as refugees. Today, they were produced in court. They were arrested at their school madrasa in Karachi 45 days ago. In the court of additional of District and Sessions Judge 11, Judge 2 Karachi West, before Aurangzeb Shah. Whereas today the case against the accused persons is fixed before the court. Accused persons, namely Abdul Rashid, son of Kawat at Koyat, Fazal ur Rahman, son of Shahban Shahabin at Shahabin, Abdul Rauf. Where is it? Today, all accused filed applications wherein they admitted their guilt regarding commission of alleged offense punishable under Section 3(4) of Foreign Act 1946, whereupon a show cause notice given to them, for which they replied they are admitting guilty. Also, many of the Afghans built homes have made communities in Afghanistan. A lot of the ones who are being deported to have their own home, and they can't even sell it and take the money. Exactly. This is to authorize and require you, Superintendent Central Prison, District Prison, Malir Juvenile Jail, Remand Home, Karachi, to receive the above named accused persons into your safe custody in the said jail with this warrant, with further direction to make arrangement of deportation of the present accused persons as soon as possible. They're being deported. This is in Karachi, guys. This is literally in Karachi. Since July 2022, more than 3,000 Afghan refugees, including women and children, have been arrested by Sindh police, alleged of non-availability of legal documents. But I've met up to 800 imprisoned Afghans who had visas, POR, and ACC cards, but police confiscated their passport and cards. Arrests and harassment of registered Afghan refugees by the police and other state authorities continue throughout Pakistan. Since July 2022, nearly 2,300 Afghan refugees have been deported to Afghanistan from Karachi. Around 270 were still imprisoned in different jails in Sindh. Jesus Christ. A group of Afghan artists residing in Pakistan lodged an appeal to Peshawar High Court against their forced repatriation. Musicians are afraid of their uncertain future in Afghanistan under the rule of Taliban. The Taliban does not like music, by the way. The Taliban hates music. They think music is haram. The Taliban hates music.
हम तबला बजा रहे, हम अफगानिस्तान से आया इधर पाकिस्तान में 2 साल पहले। हमारा फन।
So they contributed to the economy. They weren't just refugees in detention camps. This shit is so mad. Sad man, not saying that, but I don't see any reason to deport them. No, there's no reason to deport these guys. Even if they were in refugee camps, that's not a reason to deport them. Why would they do it? Why would they do it? Because the government views them as dead weight on the economy. Even though that's literally not the case. That's literally not the case. They built a fucking life for themselves. They had jobs and shit.
उधर बंद है, एक काम उधर बंद है, वो अमारात इस्लामी एक काम उधर नहीं छोड़ता।
ये जो अमारात की हुकूमत आई उसके बाद जब वहाँ पर अफगानिस्तान स्कूल ऑफ म्यूजिक वो अगर उन्होंने तोड़ दिया और उसके ऊपर पाबंदी लगाई, तो यहाँ पर जो फनकार आए हैं उनकी तादाद है अभी तक कोई 250-300 के करीब होगी।
What's the government's argument for doing this? The government's argument for doing this is because it's twofold. One, the government views these guys as a dead weight on the economy, which again is false. That's not remotely true. They owned businesses. They contributed to the economy. They destroyed the Afghanistan School of Music. We came to Pakistan. Exactly.
और उनकी फैमिलीज हैं यहाँ पर।
Wait, can someone read Urdu? This is Urdu, right? Yeah. Can someone read Urdu?
इस वजह से
It's because the Afghan cartels are bringing fentanyl across the Mexico. You had me in the first half. They are a burden on the economy, which is the case for vast majority of refugees everywhere. Their labor is actually usually exploited, which isn't the case. Yes, which isn't the case. Yeah, their labor is massively exploited. Pakistan does not see a use for Afghan labor anymore, and so wants to kick them out.
हम यहाँ पर आए कि इस लिस्ट जो लिस्टिंग हुई है इससे फनकारों को हटाया जाए, क्योंकि फनकार यहाँ पर फना लेने आए हैं और मौसीकी पर पाबंदी है अफगानिस्तान में, तो और इनकी इज्जत जान और माल को वहाँ पर खतरा है।
हम 18 साल एक टीवी पर काम किया है, हमारे पास कार्ड है शर्क रेडियो टेलीविजन पर।
It's even more angering when you look at the Pashtun Baluchistan historical areas. These are especially stupid borders. Yes, this is what I believe Cy Raider or I don't remember who said it, but they asked me to bring up the Durand Line. The Durand Line is a border that was arbitrarily drawn by the British between Afghanistan and Pakistan. And this was created by the British during the, what was it called? The Great Game. It was close to the end of the British-Russian Great Game rivalry. So this border right here at the top was the boundary of the Russian Empire. By the way, two of Afghanistan's borders were fucking established by empires. This top border right here, right there, that top border, that was established by the Russian Empire. That's the Russian Empire's borders. This was the British Empire's borders. The Durand Line was. And this literally cuts through, like this area right here, this is Balochistan. This area right here between Iran, Afghanistan, and Pakistan, that's Balochistan, right? And we're going to get to what this means for the Balochis too, living in Pakistan. And this right here is 1/2 of Pashtunistan. Guys, borders are stupid. The idea of states is a stupid fucking concept. It is an insanely stupid concept. It is completely arbitrary, helps no one, and serves to divide and conquer populations. South Asia is perfect, is perfect proof of this shit. This is a perfect example of it. You have several people groups divided by an arbitrary line set by the British. Shortly after the demarcation of the Durand Line, the British began connecting the region on their side of the Durand Line to the Northern State Railway. Meanwhile, Abdur Rahman Khan conquered the Nuristanis and made them Muslim. Concurrently, Afridi tribesmen began rising up in arms against the British, creating a zone of instability between Peshawar and the Durand Line. South Asia perhaps deserves to have open borders more than any other part of the world, and yet we have some of the worst border conflicts. Laughs in India and Bangladesh. Laughs in India and Bangladesh. Fucking hell. Fucking awful this shit is. Are these the terrorists that the Pakistan government is targeting? Murtaza Solanki. These are the blanket solutions of lazy, incompetent bodies who cannot do the work of sifting through applications and giving legal residence to those whose lives and livelihoods would be threatened in Afghanistan. No, this is xenophobic. This is xenophobia. Can't control illegal door? Ban Basant. Can't sift through applications, send them all back. Because looking and responding to complex situations in complex ways requires too much work. Much easier to take a hammer to everything. Straight up xenophobia. Why not? Now, this is what's happening in Sindh. Ethnic Sindhi mobs in Jacobabad are going around checking the IDs of Pashtun traders. Who gave them these powers? Here. By the way, yeah, this is PPP bullshit. This also, when we Bangladesh, the first people we took out were artists and professors. Yes. By the way, Pakistan has not been held accountable for that quite yet. Guess what, guys? Guess what, guys? Sindhis and Punjabis are being racist towards Balochis and Pashtuns. So now, because of the Afghan deportations, these guys are taking this as an opportunity to harass random Pashtuns living in Karachi, living in Jacobabad. Where's Jacobabad? No, it's not Karachi. Karachi's different. Oh, okay, Karachi's like here. Okay, never mind. In Jacobabad. Hope this doesn't lead to a mob. It probably will. Guys, this is South Asia, man. This is the Indian subcontinent. What do you mean? Of course there's going to be a mob. Los Sindhis and Punjabis are racist towards each other too. Yes. Why do you... Okay, guys, PPP and PML are Sindhi and Punjabi parties. That's literally all that shit is. Karachi's in Sindh. Yeah, no, I know. No. Karachi's in Sindh, but not Jacobabad. Jacobabad is also in Sindh, but it's not in Karachi. Sorry. Jacobabad is in Sindh, but it's not Karachi. I thought it was a district in Karachi. Also, mobs like these are the same ones that have lynched people for blasphemy, forcibly converted minority girls, among other things. Exactly. I mean, yeah, they're racist as fuck too. They're Islamist and they're racist. Like these guys don't like fucking minorities. They don't like, yes, Jacobabad is a different city. The witch hunt that will target not only Afghan refugees, but Pashtun and Baloch communities as well. They've just added a fuel to a fire that was already there. But this isn't something new. This is going to add fuel to the fire. And God forbid we talk about their treatment of Kashmir, because they're also racist towards Kashmiris and Baltis and fucking, no, that's Waziristan. Don't even talk about Muhajirs, Kashmiris, Baltis, fucking Burushaskis, fucking the two dominant parties in Pakistan will be fucking racist towards them too. Okay, a lot of people think that like Kashmir joining Pakistan means that Pakistan likes Kashmiris. No, Pakistan doesn't like Kashmiris either. Again, Kashmir is a pawn in both India and Pakistan's game. Neither side actually likes the people living in the region. The only thing that's uniting those two is Islam, and that's it. And that's only for talking points. We don't advocate for Pakistan taking over Kashmir. When we say free Kashmir, that doesn't mean join Pakistan either. We're saying Pakistani Kashmir should be free from Pakistan too. Listen, Pakistan and India are united in racism towards its minorities. Like, we don't want them to deal with any of our bullshit. Because Pakistan and India fucking treat Kashmiris like shit. Granted, India is literally doing an occupation of Kashmir, so that's different. Like, Pakistan is not doing the same kind of shit that India is doing. India is significantly worse to Kashmir than Pakistan is. Reason I'm bringing up Pakistani treatment of Kashmir is because Pakistan is brutal to its minorities. Pakistan is brutal to its minorities. Like, hold on a second. Harun Baloch, a resident of Khuzdar, was abducted yesterday morning. This is an ongoing problem. This is an ongoing fucking problem. This is an ongoing problem in Pakistan. Balochis are just being kidnapped left, right, and center. Balochis are being disappeared by the Pakistani state right now. Why do you think Balochistan has a thriving independence movement? Why do you think Balochistan has a thriving independence movement? It's because the Pakistani state run by the military is kidnapping Balochis. They're kidnapping Balochis left and right. Yeah, India is doing West Bank shit in Kashmir. But just because Pakistan calls its chunk of Kashmir Azad Kashmir does not mean that they're free. They are not free. Like, they've just chosen new masters. That's it. They've chosen new racist masters. That's it. That's it. Like, the whole idea of like, wait, the whole nonsense of like, hum sab Musalman hai, hum sab Pakistani hai, like that nonsense is bullshit. Is complete and utter horseshit. It's just nonsense. Like, it's nonsense. Chuds in Pakistan jumping up and down. In Azad Kashmir, they call French fries Azad fries. Oh, God, that's so stupid. Oh, no, that's so dumb. Azad fries on the menu. Azad means free. Freedom. Azad means freedom. That's what that means. Azad means freedom in Urdu. That's why. Or Hindi, same thing. Same shit. Oh my God. Harun Baloch, a resident of Khuzdar, was abducted yesterday morning. Just last week, we talked about an abduction. Just last week, we talked about a Baloch dude in Punjab. A Balochi student in Punjab, literally being abducted by the state. We just talked about this. Bro, low-key, I feel like we all hate the imperialist countries because we can't be them. That's literally it. That's literally it. No. It's the same thing. Like, it's a problem. It's a massive fucking problem in Pakistan. Balochis literally being kidnapped by the state. It's a massive problem in Pakistan. Iran is talking about this too, since that has part of Balochistan. Oh my, dude, Iran also sucks. Dude, Iran, like, listen, Iran, Pakistan, India, we all suck. We all suck. Let's be honest here. We all suck. We genuinely all suck. It's just that Iran and Pakistan have been completely directly fucked over. I mean, so has India, to be honest. India's also been fucked over by the US. But like, no, all of our countries are deeply reactionary. Our countries suck. Now, granted, there is another country at the top of that list that is an island country that I would say outranks all three of these countries in terms of brutality. There is another country in the middle of the Indian Ocean that outranks all of them in terms of brutality and in terms of what do you call it, depravity. There's a particular island country that I've talked about on this program ad nauseum that outranks all of these countries in terms of how much they suck. Is Sri Lanka. Talking about Sri Lanka. Okay. The Pakistani government is deporting 1.7 million Afghan refugees. What can you do about it? Okay. What's been happening? Millions at risk. The government of Pakistan has announced a deadline for all undocumented Afghans. Essentially, Afghans seeking refuge but denied this status by the government to leave the country by November 1st. We're way past 3 days past the deadline. The demands were qualified through unproven accusations of Afghans being involved in terrorism. There are multiple eyewitness accounts and media reports of Afghan homes and shops being demolished by law enforcement agencies, growing cases of the illegal detention of Afghans, widespread harassment of Afghans by law enforcement agencies, verbal, physical, and psychological abuse, Afghan families being forced to cross the Pakistan-Afghanistan border into Afghanistan. Okay, here's what you can do. The government of Pakistan has announced a deadline for all documented Afghanistans, okay? All undocumented Afghans. Who are Pakistan's Afghans? Pakistan is home to more than 4 million Afghans, which in legal terms includes Afghans denied a legal plan and settlement status, registered refugees. After August 2021, conservative accounts estimate that 600,000 Afghans also sought refuge in Pakistan, some of whom were considered to be in transit and waiting relocation to countries such as the UK, US, Canada, Germany. The remainder fall into the category of Afghans without any legal status and with no governmental institution and or limited support from international refugee and humanitarian organizations. The vast majority of Afghans, at least 90%, were either born in Pakistan or have lived in the country for 40 years. This is important to realize. The 1 million people that are being deported are not from Afghanistan. They're from Pakistan. They can become citizens. Calling them Afghans is already kind of a misnomer. They're Pakistanis whose family can be traced to Afghanistan. Yes, this is effectively ethnic cleansing. What is happening in Pakistan is ethnic cleansing. Pakistan is doing West Bank shit right now. Pakistan is kicking out Afghans. They are ethnically cleansing Pakistan of Afghans. That is what the Pakistani government is doing right now. You know, there's a line that some Pakistanis will say in that Pakistan and Israel are twins. Pakistan and Israel are twins. Both are states that were founded for a particular religious group. Population of Gaza is 2.2 million and Afghans are 1.7 million. 1.7 million people are being forced out of Afghanistan right now. Islamic was added to Pakistan's name by Ziaul Haq. It used to be Republic of Pakistan, and then it became Islamic Republic of Pakistan under his regime. I didn't know that about Pakistan. It was founded for a group who Hindus, not Hindus. Not Hindus, dude. No, it's Muslim Israel. Is literally in the name. It's Muslim Israel. Now, obviously, it's not a settler colonial state in the same way that Israel is, obviously. Afghanistan is still dealing with the fucking earthquake, guys. Yeah, Afghanistan doesn't even have, NATO froze Afghanistan's money. We can't even get money into Afghanistan. If they were born in Pakistan or are undocumented, why would Afghanistan even take them back? Like, how would they know those people are Afghans? Because they speak Dari or Pashto as a mother tongue. And that's how they know, because they speak Dari or Pashto as a mother tongue. I would be very surprised if Hazaras were not part of this too, which sending Hazaras in Pakistan into Afghanistan is a death sentence. One, because Hazaras are Shia Muslims. And second of all, Afghanistan is literally committing a of Hazaras. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, Pakistan is so broken. Dude, Pakistan is so fucking broken. Certain Indians are obsessed with Pakistan. Like, you know, what about Pakistan this, Pakistan that? We need to turn Pakistan into this, Pakistan. Like, hasn't Pakistan been through enough already? Like, to all the dumbasses in India that are saying, like, you know, Pakistan needs to suffer, Pakistan needs to do this, Pakistan needs to do that. Hasn't Pakistan suffered enough already? Like, what do you mean? What do you want to do to Pakistan that it hasn't inflicted on itself already? What do you want to do to Pakistan? Like, it's stupid. What do you want to do to Pakistan that it already hasn't done to itself? Pakistan's inept governance will wipe it, will literally like end it in 5 to 10 years. What are you talking about? Fucking insane, man. Like, Pakistan is already having a hard time. Why are you trying to pile onto that? Yeah, literally. No, both Pakistan and India are literally cooking themselves. That's the thing that Pakistan and India are united in. Fucking cooking themselves. They're both insanely incompetent fucking governments. What do Indians want to do to Pakistan? That's not a good joke, bro. I've heard from Hindu nationalists that they want to literally turn Pakistan into a lake. India doesn't even want to occupy Pakistan. They just want to destroy it. It's so fucking stupid. Why a lake specifically? No, it just means like they want to nuke Pakistan and like literally have the landmass fall beneath the ocean. That's how bad they want to nuke it. Which is fucking stupid. Oh my God, dude. Dude, South Asia is so fucked. We are so cooked as a civilization. I had some dude in my DMs literally saying India, like South Asia really needs a revolution. You think a revolution is possible here? Are you crazy? The communists in this part of the world are reactionaries. No, we don't. I don't want a communist revolution because it is all the communists here are fascists. All the communists here are literally ethno-nationalists, and they're castists. They're insane reactionaries. What do you mean? Communist revolution. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. It's just going to be another military coup. Don't worry, Mongolia will be reborn from the ashes of South Asia's tragedies and unite the region. What the what the fuck? Bingo. Exactly. Also, British created half the problems and institutionalized the existing ones. And then the US came into to meddle because they hated the USSR, and now they hate China. And now China's trying to meddle, and they're not doing anything good either. No one that has ever entered this region has done anything good. No one that has ever entered South Asia has ever done anything good. They have made things worse. They have only made things worse. The only, like, every major empire that has set foot in South Asia has only made things worse. Seriously, stop it.